My wife says the affair was only virtual and they never met. I feel otherwise and unable to cope. My M41 wife F39 was acting distant and not willing to get physically intimate with me. For context, she moved to a city 1,000 miles away for work while I refused to move immediately. When I visited her after 4 months, she acted all strange while I had sex with her. I felt she was completely not into me and I felt as if I forced her into it. For the next few weeks I felt the same, unwillingness. At one instance she even cried while I tried to penetrate. The feeling I got was just terrible, I remember. I thought if she had any vaginal issues as she complained of pain and uneasiness. This was in June 2023, fast forward today, she does not even let me touch her. Says that she has no emotional attachment to me and forget about any physical contact. Point to note all this while I did not live with her as it was a sort of LTR due to my son's school and I decided not to move in with her. My decision was rather financial and also I was happier where I lived. I did visit her 8 times and once she visited me all this while. Maybe 8 times total we might have had sex. I have only had it once this year in Jan and it was just okay sex. I had my suspicions creeping in and I found a clear evidence 2 days ago dating to May/June 2023 when I looked into her accounts. There were photos and screenshot of the chats on Instagram in her drive. She was confessing her love saying I love you. He was saying kiss on your lips. In one screenshot she is telling AP you didn't want me to get intimate him, i.e. me. But he will try when he is here. AP replying, do I have a choice? In another screenshot AP said, I'm so hard, I want to spread my cream on your breasts and she is saying, yum, and, I feel like you are doing it to me now. It broke my heart really, reading these chats. She is telling AP that, we saw a future together and that we wanted to have a child together, etc. It seems AP went back to his wife and kid and affair sort of ended, can't be sure. To me it seems my wife was more into her AP than AP himself. I also see her asking AP if he was doing time pass with her and if he cheated on her. The AP says he can't take that allegation and loved her deeply too. I confronted my wife on this, feeling deeply hurt. My life seems devastated. She tells me she was very lonely in the new city and cried while moving into the new apartment alone. We've had some unresolved marital issues right from the start of our marriage. We're married 11 years now. I have been trying to acknowledge those and work on it. She always accuses me that I'm not doing my part as a man and I don't make her feel protected and stand up for her. Point is, she says this was purely a virtual affair and they never met. I can't actually prove it from the chats and I don't have any other proof. However, I can't seem to digest that they never met. She did confess that she fell for him, connected emotionally and discussed wanting to have a life together too. She says that both her and AP understood their limitations and the responsibility of their respective families. She says, she had all the liberty but did not go all through and had sex. I can't seem to accept, someone can have so deep connection and chats without actually meeting? That too where wife is refusing to have sex with her own husband? I have only chat screenshots, one photo of their faces on a video call, photos copied from Insta, FB and WhatsApp status screenshot. The latest metadata of some photos dates to December 2024. However, nothing explicit and just photos of AP and him roaming with his family etc. We have been having some intense arguments and fights since January 2025. She accuses me that all I need is sex while she has no emotional connection to me. I have told her multiple times that I want us to be together and work on our marriage. She expects me to move in with her with our kid but says this arrangement is just for the kid while she cannot promise if she would have any emotional connect or physical connect with me in near future. Some emotional connect maybe but no physical. I told her I cannot accept or put up with this understanding and rather get divorced. She has threatened divorce many times in our marital life. We've had issues but have spent lovely times together. I have known her 18 years while married for 11 years with an 8-year-old kid. I have had conflicting thoughts. I hate her indifference but melts my heart every time she is nice to me. Before this discovery we've had heated arguments where it started softly saying that she does not think divorce is an option or right thing to do. The idea of divorce kills me literally and made me anxious thinking of losing someone who was part of my life. Not having her in my life also makes me realize how much I value her and need her. Although I have made peace with myself lately thinking divorce, so be it. This discovery of the infidelity is making me question if I'm losing my self-respect believing what she is telling me? Should I reconcile thinking and believing whatever she is telling me? Today I got so emotional while with her that I cried. I'm an emotional person I know but I feel and that would not make me a less man. She told me this was a virtual affair so calmly that I wonder if she had already thought through of the situation? She kept pointing how she felt lonely and how I have made her feel in this relationship that it led her to slip. I guess I need some advice and opinions here that may help me. Update, I spoke to her again about the chat conversations. Before this she was happy and I could feel a difference in her body language as well. Seems she believed that I accepted whatever she told me. She tenderly hugged me as well, and we even kissed, like a few pecks on the lips. Later we went out with our son. It was all so joyful. Had drinks and ice cream too. I started to feel like getting back some of that missing emotional connection and touch. Later, back home, I asked her nicely what she thinks of the chats. Especially where she is talking to AP about how or not to get intimate with me. Well, she started arguing with me even before I could get to discuss the chat itself. She started defending that this was just a virtual affair like she has told me before, and that she never had sex. She started deflecting the conversation and accusing me of causing her loneliness and that I neglected her, which led to this. She also started highlighting her issues with my parents and family. She then started accusing me that I also cheated on her 15 years ago with a girl I had met even before I had met her and before getting married. It is true that I had deep feelings for this girl, but it had ended not at a very good note, but had ended. It was later I started to get involved with my now wife. I had told her everything and how I had felt since we started as friends and had long good conversations. Me being the nice guy, remained friends were my ex like she wanted. Sometimes I feel she took advantage of my feelings for her until she got married and has remained no contact since then. I have apologized to my now wife several times since over many years of she bringing her up. It's true I never was physical with her. It was a short love affair before I got into relationship with my wife. Only issue being I stayed in touch while I was also in relationship with my then GF and now wife. I'm also guilty of comparing her with my wife on her face. She has never forgiven me. Still she got married to me. Sometimes I wonder why, if she had so many issues, were me. I can't believe it's my wife, my life, that she is not taking accountability at all. She even tells me that AP feels deeply for her and that she will now reinitiate the relationship. She is trying to prove her point that it's okay that this happened because of my neglect. She said she has no guilt or remorse. I think she had a deep physical affair and is blind to see what she is doing. I have even found evidence of him calling her on WhatsApp at 4 a.m. very recently on February 27th, while at the same time I was trying to talk to her about our issues. She has later again called him back at around 7:30 a.m. and spoke for 37 minutes. On asking if she is still in touch, she says not really, but that he calls her sometimes to check on her or how she is doing. While she always blocks his numbers. I feel lost, really. I have to heal a bit before I can take a step to separate.
Relevant comment. It was only emotional. It was only a kiss. It was only foreplay. It was sex, but they wore protection. It only happened once. It happened twice. It was sex every week. It was sex every day. What's the point of staying in this toxic bullshit? It sounds like she's checked out already. And absolutely nothing you do will change that. A relationship only works when both parties are trying. I tried for years, over and over again. Don't be me. Keep your dignity, walk away.